thank you from the bottom of our hearts.
Yeah, so much.
And this city robbed us of the joy of getting to welcome our son and daughter together, and then dumped them off into the city. I mean, like trash. And it was just so wicked. And I just praise God for Donald Trump, because the new sheriff is in town, and this kind of crap is going to stop.
Hey, it's Jordan. I am in Flint, Michigan, East Palestine, Ohio, Tumwa, Iowa. Please support the only independent outlet on the ground covering what the corporate media covers up.
And this is such an emotional day. It is such emotional. There's been so much heartbreak over America. For 4 years we've been crying because God's broke our heart over this country. I've told for years I'm more worried about our country than I am my own children. And they're in a federal prison. In the early days, you just got whacked with freedom, brother. You just got whacked with freedom.
Let's go, I'm loving it.
I love it. Oh, this is so good. And God's broke our hearts over this country. And now today is about freedom. And so many people were trusting in God to bring them through a corrupt judicial system. And there was going to be no justice, because God said, wait a minute, you're going to have to go through some pain and suffering. And today the healing day starts. And there's going to be a lot of families that won't get their loved ones back. But we thank God for them. And we thank God for their suffering. And we thank God for the families that are scattered all over the country today waiting for their loved ones to come out. And we just appreciate every one of you.
Family first. Media, back up. Back up, media. Family first. Family first. Back up, media. Take a step back. Back
Back across the street.
Everybody's okay. Turn around and walk. Turn around and walk.
Turn around, you moron.
Let's go across the street. You guys are holding everybody up. Just turn around and go back across.
Thank you, officer.
Watch your step. Watch your step.
Get back on the grass.
Back up.
Well, clearly you are, because you're not listening. Get on the grass. I told the press to get on the grass. There's a media line. Get on the grass.
This is grass. What the fuck?
On the big grass, man. What do I have to say? Who's moving to physically show you?
His direction is get on the fucking grass.
Where we were before was where we want to be. We're back where we were, and we're fine. Everything's fine.
You're a J6er? I'll listen to you if you're a J6er.
I am the J6er.
All right. That's all you had to say.
I'm Chapel Macias, J6 Vets. I'm telling you to get on the main grass, back where we were, and when every veteran gets out, every patriot gets out, you will see them. Those who want to talk to you will talk to you.
Let the process go.
Excuse me, gentlemen. I know what I'm doing, okay? And if you're busy filming me and not calling the U.S. Marshals, then you're not here for the right reasons.
Just wait until midnight. Trump's going to get it solved.
That doesn't save their lives right now. Then with these guards threatening their lives, they don't have till midnight.
But if there was any incident of violence here, that would look very bad, and so we don't want to instigate anything.
I am not talking about instigating violence. If we call the U.S. Marshals the U.S. Marshals will go into this jail and protect our heroes.
How many were released? 2, and that's all coming out tonight. You're keeping free citizens in that prison. Those people are free citizens. How can they not be released? What the fuck's the matter with you people? Jesus Christ.
Not everybody's getting released, he said.
Keeping free citizens in prison.
Did you hear what the guy was saying?
That's terrible.
You betrayed our country. She broke the window! She was there on January 6th! She broke the windows! She broke the windows!
He's getting very angry right now as we speak.
Antifa! She broke the windows! She broke the windows! Go back to your sidewalk! Go back to your sidewalk!
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for protecting. Thank you.
They could.
Thank you.
Okay, bye! Bye! Bye!
Free J6! Free J6! Free J6!
Yeah! Come join us! Come join us!
Your city's a crap hole full of crime.
Fuck where you live, nigga!
That's racist. That's racist.
No, it ain't. And by the way,
Racist. You got privileges I don't?
It's not worth it, guys.
He's a racist criminal.
The only J6 are not being released. Taylor Toronto. He served in the Navy as a statistician. Get him out! Get him out! Get him out!
Oh, I know it. It is. You got that right. How's it feel? How's it feel to be out right now? Feels awesome.
I don't know. I'm overwhelmed. I mean, I'm joyful and just so blessed. All the support of all these people after the last 4 years of hell that we've been through. These supporters that have been with us this whole way, sending me letters, encouraging my kids. The shout out to the Mervar family, who even sent my kids packages, so when they took the long trips to the prison to visit me, they got to open up something new and fun to do in the car the whole way. All these people that are here, when I drove past with the marshal, I just cried, like, wow. And it's over. And Trump did what he said he was gonna do. The first of many promises he's gonna keep. And God is so good to carry us through this. And I really believe that God let us experience this because by seeing what's going on in the judicial system and the government and the BOP, now we can change it and we can really make America great again. And I'm looking forward to that. The next 4 years are gonna be awesome. And I can't wait to hold my children. Like, you don't know what you had until you don't have it.
President Trump signed a pardon yesterday, demanding that they be pardoned, all of them, and released. We've already had to deal with paperwork issues with Coloradans. Last night we were able to expedite that and get them free, but now we're waiting on 22 hostages here in this jail, and according to the United States Marshal, he's dealing with them one by one and getting all the paperwork. So, you know, I would love for President Trump, for Attorney General Pam Bondi, step in and help us out here with the U.S. Marshals and make sure that this doesn't become a paperwork issue. These men have already paid too much time, more time than they ever should have. They should have never been locked up. I was on a news interview and someone was asking Trennis, one of our January 6 hostages that's on federal probation until President Trump signed the pardon, and she asked him if he regretted January 6th, and I stepped in and said, you know what I regret? I regret what the media did to lie about the events of that day. I regret that the American people weren't allowed to know how many federal agents were present in the crowd. I regret that the tens of thousands of hours of footage that was recorded at the Capitol was not released immediately to the American public. I regret the livelihoods that were lost, the time that has been spent locked up unjustly, the amount of time in court and on probation and defending defending oneself against something that they shouldn't have been have to defend. I also regret that the American people weren't allowed to see the police officers that were opening gates, opening doors, escorting people into the Capitol.
That's right.
This day was not what the left said, but you know, November 5th showed that the American people believe us, they believe you, they believe that this is unjust because they knew that President Trump was going to pardon them. And that's exactly what he did. That's the mandate that he received overwhelmingly from America. And that is why President Trump is back. And if there's another regret, I'm sure it's only on the Democrats who are regretting that they didn't just shut up. Because now they're finding out. They messed around, if you will, for 4 years. And now they're finding out.
Right now, they are receiving not just one, not two, but how many, Congressman Crane, are coming out with their final packet?
15.
15 are being released.
Yeah. When?
15 are being released. Let's be victorious on the truth that pardons have happened. We have 15 of our prisoners coming out. Now they are being processed, getting their final packets.
I told the FBI agent, I said, if you can look me in the eye and tell me the FBI wasn't in on January 6th, I'll help you find Johnny. And I said, if you can tell me that he'll get a fair trial, I'll tell you where Johnny is. I'll help you find him. And he put his head down and walked away. Well, God let me meet Jeremy Brown. He had the evidence on the FBI. God let me meet Tina Peters. I got to spend a week up here before she was arrested. And oh my goodness, I love that girl. God let me meet the people that could prove why we were here on January 6th. And it was because of a stolen election and a corrupt government. Right now, the FBI doesn't need to be reformed. It needs to be shut down. And the CIA and all the thugs that are along with them, they're embedded in all these buildings. They run the media. They run everything about you. Hallelujah, there's a group of people out here that live stream.
Yeah.
Otherwise, this message won't get out because this message will be cut to pieces. I got to meet Jeremy Brown's mom in Mar-a-Lago. Donald Trump knows about Jeremy Brown. Donald Trump knows the truth. And that's why he's pardoned these men. They're not criminals. He knows the truth. While my son was on the run, I was sitting in Mar-a-Lago. You think that would happen? He knew who the Pollock family was. He knew who the Jeremy Brown was. He knows Tina Peters. He knows Mickey Whithoff. He knows the truth.
God's going to have him save our country, and then he turned around and saved us. That's one tell him.
You were accused of sedition, trying to stop the peaceful transfer of power. Do you have any regrets for that?
For being accused of it? Of course. It's a horrible
You were
thing.
convicted of it too.
Right, but I did not do that. So no. I was innocent, entirely innocent. Like I told the judge in my sentencing, I said, like President Trump, I'm only guilty of opposing those who are destroying our country. So,
what do you mean by that?
What I mean by that is I believe that the election of 2020 was unconstitutional and illegal. It violated multiple state election laws.
But does that justify breaking into the Capitol?
Didn't say it did. Break into the Capitol. I stood outside. I stood outside and exercised my free speech. I didn't even go inside. Did you know that?
I did.
Okay, yeah. So I stood outside. How did I break in?
You were accused of working with Oath Keepers, creating a plan.
Right, and that was
to execute.
And that was a bunch of nonsense, a bunch of garbage. It was designed to prevent President Trump from being able to run for office.
A moment where political prisoners are no longer just a couple miles down the road from the United States Capitol. It's something that the American people will be able to cherish for generations, knowing that it was not the political landscape, it was a spiritual landscape that changed things. God used the spiritual landscape to change the political landscape. It was upstream.
And what do
He
you say to
promised
President
us.
Trump?
Oh, we tell you that. We tell you, President Trump, that you've done what no man could do.
Give me these, baby.
Oh, it's okay. It's okay.
Sure.
I'm shouldering my load. I'm shouldering my load. You've done what no man could do, President Trump. God had destined you and ordered you for this moment. Our lives have culminated. That bullet that missed your head was a bullet that missed my head, Mr. President. That could have been 15 years of my life and 15 years of these men's lives over here.
Oh, man. Ah! Woo! Freedom, baby! Oh, my goodness. Those maniacs. Oh, my goodness. What did they do? Did they just trump you up on the...
No, they drove us down there and it's like, all right, here y'all, get out. And so we just got kicked out. Yeah. No, we saw it.
Come on down and tell everybody down here. Come on.
We got to get
They got more people
We got to
coming
get
here.
pictures.
These are the people that make America great. This is what we fought for. Rachel's a Jan 6er too. She stormed the Capitol for freedom and justice too, and was pardoned yesterday by our lovely President Trump, guys. We are witnessing an indelible moment in American history where freedom is finally able to reign again, where we don't have to be sad about and hiding in corners for exercising our rights, where we're no longer being censored on social media left and right, where there are two genders again, where men are not 1 mile away from the United States Capitol, lying in solitary confinement for 900 days. Listen, guys, it's a republic, first of all, and we have rights not to be assaulted on the grounds of our own Capitol. We stood up against a stolen election. We will be vindicated in the pages of history as patriots and freedom fighters, as peaceful men and women that were first attacked and then defended. And we did not run when it would have been easy to run. We stood on our grounds of the People's House and stood for something that meant something so much. In history, it will be remembered when a free man stood up against tyranny. It is no longer the age where we have to hide in America. We are back, the patriots. We don't have to crawl in the back corners of Facebook and Instagram being censored. We've got X, we've got Trump, we've got Musk, we've got the dream team. We're back. We got Rachel. Oh, this is amazing, guys.
Gosh, I am feeling cloud nine. I can't believe that I'm actually free. Sometimes when you're in there, moments can feel low. You feel like, I just got to get through this day. But after President Trump gave that golden age speech and said to America, it's time to move forward, we're going to be strong again, and we're going to put our people first. That gave me the confidence, but breathing that fresh air, that felt like nothing I felt before, I'll tell you that.
What would you say to those Americans, liberal Americans, who still regard January the 6th as an assault on democracy?
Even if we have a difference of opinion, because I believe that people who were there were defending democracy. I believe that we had an election that had major constitutional issues. But even though we have those differences of opinions, we're still brothers and sisters. We still got to love each other. We've still got to make sure that we never forget that. You've got to look behind and help your neighbor. You've got to make sure that you never have hate in your heart for anybody. So to my liberal brothers and sisters, I reach my arm across and I say, let's find common ground. Let's work together and let's focus on the future.
Does it feel you've come out into a different America?
I do. I do. Yesterday at around 4:30, after we had seen some of Mr. Trump's speech and after the festivities, it was a warmth and comfortability that I haven't felt in a long time. And I'm sure me being in that jail, I might be in a certain position to say that, but it felt great.
You know, because they did stand up for a stolen election, and the truth will set us free, and that's why Donald Trump did what he did. I'm sick of the naysayers. Oh, they were just so violent. No, 4 people died that day. Roseanne Borland, Mrs. Greason, Mr. Greason, Kevin, Phillips, and Benjamin Phillips, and Ashley Babbitt died that day. And we got a monument at the house with their names on it. It means that much to us. I don't want those names ever forgotten. And these people stood up for all Americans that day, and they robbed it from them. Those names are smeared. And those families were smeared for 4 years. And that's going to change.
That's right.
You know, dig. Do your jobs as journalists and dig and find out what really happened. Why did they destroy all the evidence? You know, why was stuff taken immediately off of the social media when they showed the buses driving up and the park police working with Antifa and the FBI working with Antifa? Thank you from the bottom of our hearts.
So much.
And this city robbed us of the joy of getting to welcome our son and daughter together, and then dumped them off into the city. I mean, like trash. And it was just so wicked. And I just praise God for Donald Trump, because the new sheriff is in town, and this kind of crap is going to stop.
We knew we were free people. We were free men. We knew it. We weren't going to lock up. We were not going to be locked up again. We all said it. We all agreed on it. They came in at 15 deep, threatening, intimidating. We said no. We just kept saying no. We stayed peaceful. We said no. 15 of them coming in our faces. No. Vitaly, great, awesome. He went on in his video chat and videoed all of them. And he did a great service for all of us. And oh yeah, they were gonna lock us down for the whole night probably till we came down here. So yeah, no, Vitaly did a great service, and we stuck to our guns, and we peacefully protested, and we got what we needed. Right.
Didn't go back in that cell.
Didn't go back in that cell.
Yeah. We have had our signed papers, pardons already. Y'all just don't have it yet. I understand that, but we are technically free men in your jail, and so we don't have to go back in the stinking cells no more. And they did not like that. They said, you are still our property. And we're like, well, they're not. We're free Americans now. And they didn't like that. They tried to intimidate us. They come up screaming in our face, putting their mask on like they're about to pepper spray us all. And we're like, yes, please just pepper spray all these free men right here in front of the cameras for everybody to watch. And please do that. And then they got the phone call, and they all just like, well, I guess we were wrong. And they all just walked out. And so we never went back in the cells. But I'm like, that was for all the boys, all the men that were in there at the beginning that went through hell.
His name is Vitaly Goshchenkowski. And please correct me if I'm wrong, but this man is deaf. The only way that this jail would give him hearing aids was if he left his brothers in the Patriot Pod. So therefore he refused to leave. But as they were doing their sit-in, Vitaly has an interpreter on his tablet, and that is why he was able to film exactly what was going on behind these bars for proof for every one of these men.